Rated M for mature.
Are you serious?
It's Brian.
And Annie. Right, Ryan, what were your general thoughts of the film we watched yesterday? The Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Oh man, it's kind of dull. This is definitely like a tired movie. Like you can tell David Yates, who's been directing all the Fantastic Beasts films and Harry Potter films, that he probably just wants to fucking die at this point and go to sleep.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but there were certain aspects which they definitely could have improved on, and things they played a lot safely, I guess. And it felt like a midpoint. It felt like a midpoint film in like a whole series. But yeah, let's kick things off. What did you not like about this film then?
Well, the weird thing is that we've got quite a lot of characters in this film, like about 7 or 8 decent sized characters, and they don't really utilize them properly. Like they only really use like 2 or 3, which is a bit odd. And I think my biggest problem with it is that literally you watch this film and the end of the film feels like the start of the film. It feels like not a lot happened or progressed in this 2 hour 20-minute movie.
Okay. I thought the biggest issue for me was that compared to what they talked about in the Harry Potter books and the lore surrounding Dumbledore, he felt quite underpowered, and they didn't really use his like magical prowess that much in this film. So it was a bit disappointing that like he's supposed to be the main, like the guy, you know, but he wasn't really in it that much, and when he was, it didn't really showcase his ability that much.
Didn't fit the title.
No. What else did you not like about it?
Well, that's the problem with this movie, is that there isn't a lot to dislike, I don't think, and there isn't a lot to like, and that's what makes it such a dull, uninteresting movie.
Yeah, I guess
it's kind of so middle of the road.
Yeah, I guess my overall arching point of this film was that, like, generally, Grindelwald versus Dumbledore is supposed to be quite a dark film, and they quite tried to like set a darkish tone with how like the visuals were, but it just wasn't. Like, it is more like a frenemies kind of trying to get one up on each other. Like even they even said at the end, Grindelwald's character said that he wasn't his enemy, and he still isn't, and that kind of ruined it for me a little bit. Like they're supposed to be like the 2 best wizards in the universe, in the world, and to fight each other for the best title, but yeah, they didn't do that.
Yeah, it was like
otherwise,
a kick in the balls kind of thing.
Yeah, like what do you think was actually good about the film then? Even though there are only a few things there were.
So this one, they got Mads Mikkelsen doing Grindelwald, and he's actually really good. Like I honestly could see him playing that character beforehand, before Johnny Depp. Mm-hmm. I actually preferred his look of the character more than Johnny Depp. Like Johnny Depp, like looked like he got fried by electric shock treatment or some bullshit. Mm-hmm. The visuals were good, the music's always good, but it's lacking like that really fantastic moment with the magic. Like it just doesn't have that, and that really sucks. It does have like 1 or 2 really good comedic moments that fit the tone a lot better than the other scenes, but it doesn't have like, you know, that one true big exciting moment, which I think it really needed.
Yeah, I think the other things that were good was that the actual fantastical beasts they used were quite interesting. So at least they got that part of the film in and made it like worth something to the overall plot that they went with. Like some of the you said, I thought the cast they used were quite good for what they were used for, but again, it felt like they were wasted a little.
Used more.
But generally, the casting for the roles they casted were good. So. And what do you think could be done better then? How could this film go from a decent film to like a Harry Potter level sort of film?
Like I said a little bit earlier, like I think they actually need to like, tone it down a bit. Like I know it's going to be like a dark time in the sort of Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts storyline, but I think Harry Potter's best when it gets a good blend of both, whereas this felt like it wanted to be light but have a dark visual style, and it just really contrasted really badly. And it just, they need to make more creative use of the magic, and they make use of their characters more, because they've got like, I come into all these films hating Newt but I end up liking him. So I think they actually have good characters in here, but they just don't use them or just give them nothing good to do.
I think one thing they could definitely do was actually broaden out what they were trying to do a little bit. Like it felt like they had subplots which were were there, and then they didn't really flesh them out. Like obviously they had Dumbledore's brother's son as like one of the main aspects in the last film, and he was in it, but he really didn't really do much. Like he had his one moment, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't really, like I said, a wow moment. So they needed to show something which was like, this is amazing. This is what the build up to the film, like the film was, and they tried to do that with like the fight at the end, but it wasn't really all that. It was cool, but
it went out the window.
Yeah, nothing special. But yeah, okay. So as an overall film, what would you give it then?
It's not total dog shit. It's not even a bad movie. Like it's probably like a 6 out of 10. Like,
Yep.
I watched this whole film, but I was never really bored. I was just more like, oh, that could have been better. Oh, I wish there was more of that.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling, you know.
Yeah, I'd say the same. 6 out of 10. Like they did some things quite cool. They obviously tried to tie in Hogwarts and that sort of good stuff. The music was good. The voice, the cast they used was good. It's just that, like I said, there's no standout moment. So it wasn't a bad film, but it wasn't a great film. So it was just one of those films which are just good to watch, I guess.
You're not gonna go in hating it.
No, exactly.
But don't pay full price. Don't go out your way to really.
Yeah, basically, if you'd watched the trailer, you'd basically seen the film. That was
if you've seen the trailer, this is like the worst film for this.
Yeah.
It literally shows every good moment.
Yeah. Okay. That's subscribe and like the film, like the video if you enjoyed it. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, you fucking better, boys. Thanks for watching. Take care.